All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Unfortunately, tonight I do have to begin with a bit of some sad news to share. Um, our good friend and fellow woodhound, Bill Obermeyer, who many of us know in the chat here and on the live streams as Obi. Last Friday. I was supposed to meet him down at the Paul Bunyan show, and I had his tickets waiting at the counter for him to pick up. And when I got back Friday evening, he hadn't picked them up yet, and I kind of got this weird feeling. And then Saturday morning, I was informed from his friend who was going to go to the show with him that unfortunately he had a stroke the day before. And then I kept in contact with his friend, and earlier this week, I did receive the very sad and unfortunate news that Bill passed away on Tuesday morning. So I wanted to begin tonight sending out my condolences to Bill's family, and again, the family here that I think he was a big part of. So Obi, I know you're here with us tonight, but like I said, I just want to send out condolences to your family, and this one's for you, Obi. Cheers. So yeah, that was like I said, just some really sad and unfortunate news to hear earlier this week. So we are back from Bunyan. And aside from that, it was a great show down there. Really enjoyed seeing a lot of you that I hadn't seen for probably since the last Bunyan show, and meeting some new people. People all the way from Alaska. Paul up there in Alaska coming down. That was really something. It was a great show, and now we are back in the grind, back to the grindstone here around the Woodyard. And I don't know about you guys out there, but things have definitely picked up when it comes to firewood. I have had a very busy week, and it's going to continue tomorrow as I go on a little road trip with the Yappa. So that is going to be fun. What we got in store to do with the Yappa. But let me just see who's all in here. I kind of haven't been looking at the chat here. Logger Jason, how are the boots? How are the boots doing? Peterson Farms of Nashville, good evening. Walcott Family Works. Tim and Old Saws. Mr. Van Dusen. He had I think he had a good time down there at the Paul Bunyan show. Good seeing you as well, Tim. Willie's Firewood, good evening. Circle B, Cliff, how are you? Another it's almost the middle of October, but I'll tell you what, it's not feeling like it. At least not here in Wisconsin. It was another warm one today, but it's cooling off at night. I've only been doing loading the boiler once a day this whole week. So that's good. Not going through a lot of wood. And I'm sure some of you, like Sushi Man Sam, are saying that since I'm not going through that much wood in the boiler, I should throw some more wood on this fire and get this thing going. But we are under severe, fire, I guess, not really watches, warnings. It's just been so dry here that I don't want to get things raging too much, and the whole deck is now covered with pine needles. So we're going to keep things in control. I do have the sauna going as well, so I am burning a little bit of wood in there. Let's see. Slick Willie's got a big fire burning down there, and at his place, he sent me a picture earlier. Old Guy Firewood, good evening. Tony Woods. Yes, I did. And let me tell you, that Birch is a very wet wood. Holy moly's. Wet to the touch. All right. Welsh Carnegie, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Let's see here. Oh, we had a coin come down. I don't even. Oh, there's a coin in the cup. Where the heck? I can't scroll all the way back and find that. Or maybe, hang on, let me just look here. Oh, yes. Mr. Scheib. Thank you very much, Scheib. Cheers, as always. Scheib was, he was keeping the hotel active into the wee hours of the morning. Cheers. Great seeing you as well last weekend. All right, I am going to get caught up on the chat. Rogala and Beavertown Outdoors. The Yorkwoods. How are you? Donald Slate tonight. As always, we are back to the captain with the wild cherry Diet Pepsi. If any of you are in here new by chance, maybe it's a slim chance, but if so, if you have a question, you can throw a Q in front of it, like Len's keeping busy here. On TV, I think if you're thinking of the chat, I'm not quite sure. Depending on your TV, sometimes it's different how you enable that, and sometimes it will like show up as an overlay on top of the video, and then it will like disappear. But I don't know. There might be a little setting you can click up in the corner to show live chat. You either want to show or you want to enable the live chat, and then you can see what is happening. Sushi Man, I look sunburned. Yeah, this is from last weekend at Bunyan. I got color. I had tan lines. It was bright. The sun was, it was hot. I went down there and I was like, holy moly's. It was way too warm. Way too warm for first weekend of October. And yeah, I did get a little color, as you can probably see. And it could be this light though too. I don't know if I have the temperature of the light turned down to cool or not. Joe's Premium Firewood was not at the Paul Bunyan show, not that I know of. Gringo Pines. Where am I? I gotta use this. GP, do you still have some Knob left? Yes. That, however, is in the office. It's up there. I don't bring that out here because the squirrels jump up on the shelves here and try to get at it. I leave that other bottle up there for them. But yeah, the knob is in the house, and there's still plenty of it remaining for this winter for the Friday Night Lives. that knob, that's the one I really need the dropper on. Hey Matt, Lily's Farm and Firewood, good evening. How's the little guy doing? Hopefully he's doing well. Mystery Gardener, good evening. First generation farmer. I actually have some locusts to burn this winter. First time. I had some in my woodyard, I think a year and a half ago, and I split it up, but it was in some totes, or it was in that pile. I actually just saw, when I was putting wood in this evening, I saw a couple pieces of it, but I threw it aside to wait till it gets a little colder, because that stuff burns pretty hot. At least that's what I've been told. I've never burned in a, like, where I can see it. It's just, or I won't be able to see it. It'll be in the boiler. But yeah, I do have some. We don't get a lot of it around here. Well, there's a lot of it around here. I don't get a lot of it in the Woodyard. Glowing Firewood, how are you doing? Tony Woods, the mini splits are going good. They're drying good in the greenhouse. The greenhouse. Oh boy, hang on a second. I just saw a big ember shoot over the top of the fire pit, and all around the fire pit, there's a bunch of pine needles, and those things. The fire pit was full of them when I lit it up tonight, and they just. Oh yes, we did. Yeah, they were something pretty crazy last night. The interesting thing that I'm always amazed with is you can see them in the sky, but then when you take a picture with your phone, it's like it's like different than what you see. But I saw a lot of photos circulating around social media today of last night. Man. Colleen's Farm Adventure, how are you doing? Frickin' Jeep is here. There he is. The instigator of all the trouble last weekend at the Bunyan show. Every time I turned around, he was getting into something. Causing a ruckus. Hey, outdoors in the 608. How are you doing? Yeah, the Northern Lights last night, they were pretty cool to see. We earlier this summer, we had a pretty good showing one other time. Miller Stump and Firewood, how are you doing? Oh, this is an interesting question right here. Who spent too much at Bunyan? Oh, I think there was a lot of I tell you what. There's a lot of people picking up some new machinery, some new equipment. A lot of it was moving out. And there is, let me see if I got do I got the ladies dialed in here? Hang on a second. I better make sure my volume. All right, we're gonna bring out the ladies. Rick's Outdoors. A pile of poop with a face. The sticker, or the super sticker. Thank you very much, Rick. Cheers. This coin hasn't come down yet, but I see this one right here, so we're going to take care of it right now. Brad, Firewood at the Furnace. Great to catch up this past weekend, my friend. Always a pleasure. Yes, indeed it was. Awesome hanging out and chatting and discussing all things. Thank you very much. Cheers. That was always, it was, I think it's been the I think, the first year I went down there, that was like one of the things that was really cool. And then each year, I think it's just been building more and more. Like a lot of people go down there, and I know people told me, and I heard people talking that, just hanging out with people either at the show or like at the hotel or wherever, that was as much fun and something they look forward to just as much as the show itself. Sawing with Sandy. Hello, hello, staying up late. I see. Good seeing you as well. High water circuit rider. I did not. I'm limited on the amount, or what I'm limited on what I can get and fit in my carry-on and my luggage on the plane, so I can't get anything too big and too crazy. I wanted to get a pair of those chainsaw pants, but they didn't have any left when I went there. They sold out quick. So that was the one thing I was looking for, and I don't know why, I just waited and missed out. Oh, and we got to bring the ladies out one more time, because for those of you who were live in attendance last Friday night, this guy right here was there. He brought me a nice little bottle, little care package of some private stock Captain Morgan Marlin. Hi Dan and other Woodhounds. It was great seeing all of you at Bunyan. Yes, indeed it was. Great seeing you. Hope you enjoyed the live stream and the show. Cheers. Oh. Rick's Outdoors is sending another coin into the cup, and I just saw he left a comment earlier about he didn't know he might not have known where that super sticker came from, but thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, so the one thing I that was this year, for the first time, I actually checked a bag when I traveled. In previous years, I never checked a bag. I just had my backpack and my carry-on, and I could fit everything in there. But this year, I figured I would check a bag, and then that way I could take like some shirts, some tumblers, bring the gimmicks down to the show. And then I didn't even realize this, but I was able to take the bottle of private stock Captain Morgan that Marlin gave me. I was able to put that in my check bag and bring it home. So that was fabulous, because I was worried. I was wondering what I was gonna have to do with it. Because I think 2 years ago or last year, when I didn't check a bag, I'd gotten something. I sent that with Shibe to give to Sam. And so, yeah, this year I was able to bring back that bottle of private stock. So that was very cool. Hey, JB Brown is in here tonight. Staying up late. Good meeting you down there at Bunyan. Fellow hobbyist. The good thing is that, sometimes I don't know. You can't get a read on people in comments. And then when you see them in person, you kind of can joke around with them. Then you can kind of see that, all right, this is just another fellow hobbyist, I think, having a good time in the comments. I don't know, though. Maybe not. Maybe sometimes you're just giving me a hard time. I don't know. Oh ho ho. Oh yes, the private stock will definitely make its way into this tumbler on Friday nights. Yes, indeed. Don't you worry about that. One dropper at a time. I will be drinking the private stock one drop at a time. Yes, indeed. Wild Bill Irwin, the man who made me brain fart on live on my live stream without being able to remember his name because I was looking at 3 different people over here, and it's like, oh my god, I just because that's one of the things that I make it a point to try to remember people's names all the time, and I get so many of them, and I'm always juggling them around. And Bill came up, and boom, I drew a blank. So I apologize, Bill. You had me you threw me there on that one, and it was amplified by the fact that I was live, and then it was like something your daughter or somebody had sent me a message, and it's just the perfect storm to make me lose my whole train of thought. Oh, and I missed a coin here. Michael D, another one. It was great seeing you. Thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, it was a good time. Shibe, yes, I did, sort of. I had a long 2 days in a battle with management at the Fairfield Inn. It was close to next year. The Fairfield Inn was not going to be the scene of Friday Night Live. Let me just tell you that. It was close. We were having there was a little discrepancy in a few things that happened, and yeah, it was close. But we did come to an agreement, settle things out. But yeah, as of right now, as far as I know, the Fairfield will still be potentially number one on the top of the list for the live stream at Bunyan. I missed a couple of questions back here. James Baton, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Oh yeah. Wouldn't you know it? It's a Canadian holiday. Shocking. Every other Friday night there's some Canadian holiday happening. Daniel Atkins, yes indeed, no problem. When are you gonna switch out your little icon here from that whatever that M is, the Mazda? You gotta switch that out and put that put your logo up there. All right. Now let's see where. Hey, trees to firewood. Great seeing you down there. When are you going to do your small firewood business full time? I don't know if that's ever really that blip is not on the roadmap yet. Not quite. But yes, great meeting you, hanging out. Glad our paths crossed during the day, and then we were able to meet up again later on in the evening. Oh, Mystery Gardener, you're gonna have to wait and see. But I do have, like I mentioned in my video, I've already got stuffs in the works for next year. Wheels are turning, just not very fast yet. All right, we gotta bring out the ladies one more time here for York Firewood. Good seeing you down there, you and Danny, Ken and Danny. Thanks for the memories. Thank you as well. Thank you very much. Cheers. Always good seeing you guys and hanging out. Fairfield Inn screwed several things up. What? Old guy Firewood? Oh. Uh-oh. I didn't know about that. But yeah, they really screwed up. When I got my bill, let me tell you. And I made the mistake of just having them email it to me, so I didn't even look at it till I got home, and I was like, whew. I gotta go. Hang on 1 second. I'm falling far behind. I'm gonna throw a couple pieces on that fire. Oh, there's my. Oh, can you throw those in that? Check that one over there. Oh, are you coming over to?
Yeah, I gotta talk about my adventure.
She's come over to say hello. Ladies and gentlemen, she is finally here.
I'm always here.
Well, not here.
Oh, yeah.
You're dressed pretty warm for the sauna. All right. Oh my goodness. The saw surgeon is here. Saw surgeon? It would have been good seeing you down there in Bunyan.
Did you use some lavender in here?
I didn't put any on yet, but I think it's from the last time. Frickin' Jeep. My turning wheel, that is true. It probably does. Well, I know it does. But that's a good thing, because then it doesn't get rolling too fast. All right. What in these two crazies, three crazies. We'll bring out the ladies. Shibe, Michael D, and Sushi Man Sam. Well, they aren't the ladies, but we're making the ladies swing because they're dropping some coins in the cup. Thank you very much, you guys. Cheers. I know I missed a bunch of questions here. I'm way behind. So I saw something about a Halloween movie. I don't even know my favorite Halloween movie.
Mine's The Ring.
Amanda's is The Ring. All right, there's let me see here. All right. These guys are dropping more coins down in the down in the cup. Old guy Firewood. Let's help Miller Stumps and Firewood get towards that 1,000 sub goal. Subscribe if you aren't already. There you go. Somebody throw their link, or you guys throw your link to your channel in the chat. And now I'm going to catch. There's Arnie. Arnie, I have no questions. That is good, because I probably won't have the answers. Oh, did we just spill some coins? I don't know, but old guy Firewood's trying to make it. Let's blow those coins up. Old guy. It's a good thing you stayed in control this time at Bunyan. But good seeing you guys as well. So thank you very much, old guy Firewood. We didn't have any ruckus stirred up the night before. Although Thursday night was kind of wild when we got back there. All right. I think I'm there. All right. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. We're going to have a little overtime tonight, I guess. Mr. Scheib. All right. Boom. The coins have been spilt. Thanks to Scheib. Cheers. And right, perfect timing. Bottom of the hour. Time for a refill, ladies and gentlemen. Now is your chance if you need to. If you haven't already, if you've been playing along at home, you probably need to. Refill. I gotta find my dropper. Log Cabin Firewood. Captain Jack, just stopping by to say hello. Moving at work. Well, hope you have a good evening and a good weekend. Captain Jack, good seeing you last weekend. Oh. All right. Put the phones down. Are you over at Sam's, Scheib? Are you guys? We just had another bomb come down, but I'm going to quick. How many chainsaws do you own? 3. Well, yeah. 4 if you count, or 5 if you count the little handheld chainsaws, but 3 saws. Steel 180, steel 291, and the 500i. Which, if you didn't see my post on Facebook, today I finally got my hands on one of the steel hexa chains for the 500i that I'll be trying out here coming up soon. I don't know if anybody's run any of the hexa chain out there or not, but apparently it's supposed to stay sharp longer, and with the hexa file, it's supposed to be easier to sharpen because the file like just fits right in the groove, in the tooth. So the hexa chain coming soon. I'm kind of excited because I saw that a while back. It's been out for a while. I just never been able to find any. Oh, Sushi Man Sam dropped a bomb. I'll just do it myself. Thank you very much, Sam. Cheers. Ooh. That dropper, that was a big dropper. Michael D, holy crap, hang on. And then Mystery Gardener, have a good night. I can't keep up tonight. I'm off to bed. Good morning. WD-30 and WD-30 again. All right. And WD-30. Jeez. Cheers for all of that. All right. Wayne, will there be live girls in the swing at Paul Bunyan next year? You know what? You never know. I'll just say that. I will go out there right now and say anything is possible. Sam Squanch, have you cut the birch? Yes, I've cut it. I've split it. And I was very shocked at the moisture content. But now I understand why, if a birch tree dies and it's standing or whatever, it rots away instantly. And it's because the bark, I think, holds all that moisture in, and the wood is just super wet. I mean, like damp to the touch. Every piece, the rounds that I cut, the ends were damp. When I split it, I was separating out the mini splits off the end of the kindlet, and like my gloves were just wet. It's pretty crazy. So has anyone run the hexa chain? I didn't see. I can go back and look, but I just Tony, little boss man, help me with it. He is now been, I guess I don't want to use the word demoted. His role has changed from splitting with the hatchet to now sorting and separating and packaging. What in the... Now who's... Birch dries quick. Sam says, I hope so. The only thing is I think Circle B, MN, Cliff said that depending on the time of the year, it's really prone to developing that mold on it because it's so wet. So we'll see. I've got it in the greenhouse. I left it in the baskets the first night, and then I dumped it out the next day, and I could note, like, in the middle of the basket, the pieces like were not even, they were still like that real damp like feel to it. So hopefully it dries quick. All right, WD-30, crazy rascal here. Cheers to Nick Pixel for the knowledge on cameras and the fun times with those dropping knowledge about bourbon. What a great weekend. Oh my. Yeah, there were many conversations had outside that hotel that were priceless. Cheers, WD. Thank you very much. That's what we should do next year, is I should strategically place hot mics around the hotel to listen in, because there were some fantastic conversations going on. Oh, it was a good time. Good time. But yeah, there was... Chibe had the fire pit going once again. He was burning multiple bundles at a time, loading it up. He had to even, I think he had to go buy some bundles. It was, yeah, we probably wouldn't be able to have, we would probably have to censor that. Although we could capture it and then just save it for all of those who were there to like put in the archives and save for like the one of those, what are those called? When you like put stuff in a box and you save it for 10, 20 years down the road. Time capsule. put it in the time capsule and wait 20 years to open it. Yeah, that's exactly. We have all these guys driving who have wood yards full of wood, and we ran out and had to go buy some. Birch makes the best campfire wood, bucking firewood. I have heard that. I've heard that it's got a really nice bright flame. So I am looking forward to seeing how it burns in the mini fire pit. I'm gonna set up a couple one of these weeks. I don't know how I can do this, but I want to set up little fire pits and have by the species. So like one's gonna be burning cherry, one's gonna be burning maple, one oak, and one birch, and see if we can if you notice any difference. Probably not, but you know, it's it'll be an easy or something unique, I guess, to offer. Outside is the after party. Yeah, there was a how about a hot mic in the sauna? Well, it definitely would be hot because it's about 110 degrees, 20 degrees in there. Oh, frickin' Jeep. The toilet seat luckily was passed on this year, and it did not. I was able to skip out on having to bring the frickin' Jeep toilet seat trophy back with me. It's in good hands. I know it will be back next year, and then next year at Bunyan, the frickin' Jeep toilet seat will be passed on to a new recipient to hang on to it for the year. Yes, it's in Scheib's possession. Scheib has it. And so next year, if you're at the Bunyan show, there's a chance that you could end up winning the prestigious honors of holding the seat for a year. And if you win this toilet seat, you have to commit to coming back to Bunyan the next year. But it's not really a toilet seat. It's a tree seat. Jerry with a G. Yeah, that was a good part of the show. For those at the live stream last Friday night, Jerry with a G never disappoints. In fact, I think, oh no, it's not a full moon tonight, but there was a full moon in Cambridge, Ohio last Friday night. Oh yes. Huh?
It was really a full moon.
Well, it was someone's full moon was seen.
I was like, how there's no freaking way.
Yes. Oh my. Old guy Firewood. Are you got that on camera? Wowzer. Yeah. Well, I hope you like blurt it out. All right. Let's see. I'm going to just scroll back for a second. Timon. Good evening. Good evening, Timon. What in the world? Who? Sushi Man Sam. It's too bad you were under the weather and you couldn't make it, but he says we'll have some Woodhound brew next year. Oh, well, in that case, I don't know. Maybe, maybe, maybe the live stream will be happening remotely. I'll just be here and leave you guys to go down there. Thank you, Sam. Cheers. The Woodhound brew. Yeah. Yeah, it was too bad that you came down with you were under the weather. Billy Bob's Wood, Northern Lights here. Yeah, it was we had a little bit of it here. How many people was at your live stream at the show? I don't know. I'm not sure. It was tough. The lobby was full, the outside was full. I don't know. It seemed about the same as last year, I think. Maybe one or two more. A few more, yeah. Just one. There was like there was one more person than last year. Whatever that number was. I don't know. I'm never good at estimating sizes of crowds. And it's tough because people are moving in and out, going outside, coming in. But it was a good turnout. A little too good. Like I kind of mentioned in a lot of people that were there, couldn't hear. So that's the main thing I'm working on for next year. Figuring out something. Logger Jason, that was he was the +1. The +1 from last year. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Both the dogs just jumped up and are going after something. Around the yard. How you doing? Oh, I'm
It's so nice out.
getting tired.
You need me to put some wood on?
Yeah, but there's a few places left over there on the back of the tractor.
Are you slurring on your words?
No. There we go. Oh boy, now the neighbor's dogs are barking.
Oh, you want me to take one of these whole things?
No. Those, yeah. Use up the rest of those. Not that box.
I'm not taking the box.
Not that box of mini firewood. That's like
I'm not taking it.
$75 worth of wood there.
I know you have been throwing boxes.
I know. That's the slash.
Slash. Hey.
No, I'm not even. Sushi Man. I didn't think I was slurring anything. It's just. What did I say?
Somebody else said you're slurring too?
Sushi Sam says I'm cut off.
See, it's not only me.
I don't know.
I'm going in the hot spring or
in the hot. Yeah, you're talking about I'm drunk, and you're saying she's just said she's going into the hot spring. Who's been drinking the most here? Oh, I'm going into the hot spring. Anyone ever eaten hickory nuts? Tons of them here this year. Yeah, my older sister and my mom and dad, they've been picking. They usually go out picking nuts all the time, making cracking hickory nuts. She has a whole big pile of them. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Too many droppers. Yeah, too many coins coming down in the cup. No, I did not. The tree is still leaning into the other tree or onto the other tree. I haven't been able to. He hasn't been around to ask him what he's going to do about it. And there's seven or nine. I think seven trees that have to come down right along. I did talk to Rick, and he is going to come over. If my neighbor is not able to get him down, Rick's going to come and take care of it. Hopefully, sometime here soon. But yeah, I've got all that wood. I'm trying to get. This is going to shock some of you. But I'm going to be doing a little rearranging in the woodyard, moving some stuff around. Ron, do I have any can coolers? I do not. I do not have can coolers. I'm actually out of like everything. I don't have any shirts left. I don't have any stickers left. I think I only have one tumbler left. Yeah, but I think I'm going to wait and maybe do a couple of other different things. Yeah, Colleen, look at that. That's right. Look at that fire now. We got a goddamn Pennsylvania fire burning bright down in the pit. But tomorrow I'm actually heading up to Amanda's parents' place to help my brother-in-law split. They have they had a whole, I think, 12 cord load of logs delivered, and they were going to be doing some. He's been working on the bigger logs, and then all of the smaller stuff, 14 inches and under, we are going to run through the Yappa. I'm taking the Yappa up to Amanda's parents tomorrow. And hopefully running through a whole lot of wood. Oh, and I don't remember the hours, but I had a lot of people asking how long a chain stays, or like how long the chain lasts on the Yappa, and I finally changed the chain and I swapped out the bar because Bob had given me a different bar to put on there. I'll have to double check the hours when it was. When in doubt, reorganize. Yes, indeed. I have my one little woodshed that I had over against the hillside is now almost, I emptied that out this week. I have a little bit of pine left in there that I'm going to move to another spot. And then that whole great big woodshed, I think I'm going to actually end up using that for processing mini firewood instead of inside the shelter logic. But I want to move it. And then I had my little secret stash of wood behind the greenhouse that's gone. So I want to move the greenhouse and turn that and orient it in a better way so it's kind of not sticking out. So like ideally my plan would be to have the woodshed shelter with the kinlet and then the outfeed of the kinlet, like going right towards the greenhouse door, and have the greenhouse right next to the woodshed. So I can just flow everything right down the line. I just don't know if I have enough room. I don't know if it's all going to fit the long way. If I turn the greenhouse, and if I move the greenhouse, I want to flatten it out. Or I want to level the ground out. So there's a lot. There's going to be a lot of, and I don't know. I have an idea that I think I can move the greenhouse without taking it down. If like, I don't know. I'm gonna try to move it. Buck and Firewood, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. How many cord? I think around the yard. I think you meant cords. Concords? Or maybe I don't know what a concord is. Oh, wait, here we go. How many cords do you have on your property at any one time? I have no idea. Just because I don't stack it and measure it out. But I suppose I could estimate, like I have 10 to 12 cords ready to burn this year. And I have about that much ready for next year, or split for next year. So let's say 20. And then maybe another only 2 or 3. Not that much. most of my wood that I have for selling is a lot of it is gone. I'm actually running very low on my supply. I'm not to the sold out point yet, but it's getting close. The other thing is that now is that time of the year. I don't know if those of you that have roadside stands, I don't know if you switch out the type of wood that you put out, but now is when I switch from my recreational mix, which is like maple and ash and aspen and whatever. I switch now to putting out nothing but oak. And the stand is actually 2/3 empty. There's one bin left. So I have 2 bins to fill, and I need to fill it with oak. Just because I think during the winter now, and the people that I know come to get wood, burn it for heating, like in their man cave and their fireplace. So I got to switch that out. But some of my oak needs resplitting because I split it big to begin with. So so that's gonna be one thing I need to do. I don't know about this weekend, but at some point, because if you remember, like last year I split with the 5-way box wedge, the fat slabs, which are like 2x6. So I need to crack those in half. Oh, there we go. Willie's Firewood. See, he's in that mindset. Switching over. WD-30, the eye dry. You know, I don't know. I don't know on that. I don't know if that's out yet or not. Colleen's Farm Adventure. Did you get your eyes fixed? You're not wearing reading glasses. No, I was actually, I'm actually able to, with my new setup here, I can have my laptop a little further away so that I can read everything. It's just up close. So like when I'm in my office, or when I used to be in my office, I'd have my laptop on my desk and it was close. And so then I needed my cheaters right here. But in this setup, it's far enough away, so I don't need those. I burn, depending on the winter, 10, 12 full cords. 10 to 12 full cords each winter. I think the house is about 2,500 square feet. However, that is starting in October, burning through the end of May, heating the hot water, and keeping the thermostat at 74 the entire winter. So we don't patrol the thermostat. We set it at 74 and leave it. So if I were to cut down on, turn it down to 68 at night, and I probably would burn a little less. But 10 to 12 average full cords a year. This is what? Boom, bottom of the hour. Don't you mean top of the hour? Or did I miss this one from earlier? Either way, Shives, thank you very much. It is. We are in overtime. We are officially in overtime. So, glad you're all still hanging out. Heat your pool. No. My goodness. That is not happening. The amount of wood it would take is just not what I want to be making. Oh. What? It's only 8:30. What are you talking about? You better check your clocks. That was the one thing I was talking with some of the outdoor wood boiler companies at Bunyan, and the one guy was trying to hard sell me on the gasification unit, and he was telling me all of the 40% less wood that I would use and how great that would be, and I told him, I said, if anything, I have plenty of wood to burn, so I'm not really worried about not burning as much wood, but I don't want to burn too much, like heating the pool. That would just be. I do think I am going to be able to hook up a little gimmick with heating the water with some coils around the fire pit here. So next year I might try that, because I think it can be done. And then if I get one of those covers, solar blankets, then that might help. Oh, you know what? When do the clocks turn? No, the clocks don't turn back till November, isn't it? I think. When is daylight savings?
Hey Siri, when is daylight savings?
1 second.
November 3rd.
November 3rd. So we have like 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks till that happens there, John. But it's definitely getting dark mighty quick. And it seemed gasification burns more wood. Prove me wrong. York Firewood. How did you get into this YouTube thing? I don't know. One day I had a crazy idea to give it a try and start it up. Put out that first video and didn't look back. And that was, jeez, what was it, 4.5? How many years ago? It was 3 more weeks till disappointing darkness. It's actually right now. It was it's getting pretty dark, or getting dark. It seems like a lot earlier. He's probably wanting to go in, and he's probably worried that he's gonna have to sleep outside tonight again.
There's a mouse.
God dang it! See, they're everywhere.
Just like dropped down from over there.
There's mice running everywhere this year. I've never had a big mouse problem, and I am seeing mice everywhere, and one just ran across the deck. The first video is why I started watching. Really? Man. Yeah, that first video was a rough one. WD-30 said so. And it was I wasn't sure how it was going to go or what I was really doing. But it's crazy to think back that at one point I was like up there. The Woodyard was just a little space on the side of the house. I had the John Deere lawnmower was my tractor with a little cart bringing wood down from the woods. And now, yeah, it's
kind of embarrassing when you think back at it, isn't it?
Kind of crazy how much things have changed over the years. It's really expanded. But my neighbors are definitely happy because when I was running everything up right up there, it was a lot louder. Oh, wait, what was that? Baking soda and cornbread mix. Baking soda and cornbread mix. I put out one of those little, it's like a box that they can go in with the poison so that the poison isn't sitting out. I put one of those out in the shelter logic, but I don't know how many I need. Like, I think I need like maybe 2 or 3 more of those poison stations because they are running everywhere. Yeah, I don't want to put traps out because then you got to go and check the traps and clean the traps out, take them out, or they run off with them. So I'm trying the little poison stations to see how they go. All right. Are there any pieces of wood left over there or not?
Yeah.
Oh. Throw a few more on. So we can get ready. Whoa, watch out. My goodness.
Well,
And you think?
I'm wearing Aiden's shoes.
Holy moly's.
I haven't even drank anything.
Well, that's even worse then. We'll get this fire going a little bit here before we sign off. Uh-oh, the poison stations don't work. Well, that's not good. Maybe I'll have to do the, whatever, what was that? Baking soda and corn? Wait. Where was that? Baking soda and cornbread mix. What type of ratio are we talking here, the York Woods? Is it like a 1-to-1, like 1 cup cornbread, 1 cup soda, baking soda? And is this like proven? Oh, hold on now. Don't get that thing going too much. Oh, and we just... My goodness, Shibe. I'm going to have to remember that. Cornbread and baking soda. I'm going to have to Google this. Because I don't want them getting into all my stuff in there everywhere. The sticky traps on Amazon work great. 50-50 mix. And then what? You just sprinkle it around, or you like put it in a cup or something? You just set it out like in a little dish, and they come and do they eat it, or does it just what is? Do they smell it and run for the hills? Oh, I don't want to end up having to get a cat, because if you get a cat, what in the hell is going on? No, I can't be staying too late. I gotta turn in early. I gotta get up early. I gotta sit in the sauna in a bowl. Okay. Yeah, because the problem with a cat is, if you get a cat to take care of the mice, then what do you do once the mice are gone? Then you gotta feed the cat. And you don't want to, in theory, have an endless cycle and supply of mice always showing up. But anyway, all right, we gotta get back to these crazy. I think they're hanging out together here tonight. Not signing off yet. Was a bomb dropped. Sam says gotta make it till 11. Oh yeah. Good. Oh, 11 your time? Or 11 my time? Definitely not 11 my time. But Shive and Sam, thank you very much. Cheers. That fire is going. That fire is going good. This is the perfect time right now for the end. Here, let me show you what this is looking like. Look at that. Woo! See? Mando does not look too impressed, but Amazon sells mice buckets. But then what? You got a 5-gallon bucket full of mice, then what do you do with them? Like, the video that you hurt your hand, Jeff England. That's the one that is that the one that you found the channel on? That was a fun one to make. Yeah, I don't want to have to deal with, like, a pail full of mice running around inside of it. I just want them to one day just be gone. Yeah, don't melt your shoes.
Who said that?
She's not in a blanket.
Wearing pants and a jacket.
Yeah, pants and a jacket. The drying house is going good. It is working great. I'm actually very well. I'm going to see how it does now once the outside air temperatures cool off. Because, during the summer, beginning of August, it was just a little over 2 weeks, and I had the wood go from lower 30s down to under 20. So yes, I see a lot of people are saying good night, and I think this is a good time to switch it over to that nice fire burning out there and call it a night. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and we're back from Bunyan. We're back to the grind. It's going to be a busy weekend. So hopefully if you're having a busy weekend, you get your stuff done, you have good weather, and you enjoy the rest of tonight and the rest of this weekend. Thank you all who dropped coins and bombs and all that nonsense in the cup over there. You got 17 minutes of, hang on, peppermint oil. Mix it in when I spray the house for bugs. Keeps the mice away. Yeah, I'm going to have to Google some of these mice repellents. Look at WD-30 dropping the emojis, the icons down there. Logger Jason, have a good night. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Moderators, thank you. Super chatters, bomb droppers, coin droppers, you guys. Oh, hang on. What?
I just had something fly at me. Oh, no, sorry. Man, jump off. Woo!
What?
It was a big.
An ember?
Yes.
Oh, the embers are flying.
It hit me and then it.
All right. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Good night, everyone. Cheers.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down in the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Been a real bad boy. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night,